early on, Al Heyman was fresh into boxing. He could have really, really changed the game. But he just like everybody else, man. Probably worse. Probably worse. Because I don't think Al Heyman necessarily cares about the best fighting the best or anything else fans talk about. This is like meaningless shit to him. I don't think he necessarily cares about anything like that. And that's a problem. You know why the UFC does so well, despite what the fighters complain about pay? Actually, Francis Ngannou said it wasn't even about the money, it's about the language contract. But it's because Dana White himself is actually a fucking fight fan. He's a fight nerd, just like everybody, like us. He just so happens to run the show. So he's gonna try to make these fights. Unlike a guy like Al Heyman, who probably don't give a about Spence fighting Terrence Crawford. Right? He don't care about none of that stuff. All them dudes care about is making their pockets fatter. They don't care about the better of the sport. It's every man for themselves in boxing. The biggest problem with PBC, they don't have no real infrastructure. They don't got no infrastructure over there. You got too many fighters, good fighters, some of my favorite fighters that you just don't see, man. You damn near forget about them. You damn near forget about them. There's no scheduling. These guys don't know when they're fighting. Gary Antoine's fighting February 26th. I mean, shit, that's like right around the corner. Like, damn. You supposed to hear about that about 3 months ago. Al Heyman had the juice, man. Al Heyman could have really changed the game. He could have really, really changed the game and for better. But he's probably worse. He's probably worse than these other guys. Because at least those at least we know who they are, right? We know who they are. We know what they're about. You know, it is what it is. We know what they are. I don't expect nothing from them. But I feel that Al Heyman could have really, really changed the game. It's a lot of things, man. He had $900 billion, right, to really change the fucking game. Everybody was at his mercy at one point. Bob, Eddie, and all. Al Heyman he had the juice. Now it's not looking good. Fighters has been inactive as shit. Can't get no momentum going. Prime. Think about it, y'all. A lot of these guys that we haven't been seeing are in their critical years. They're mid to they're late 20s, early 30s. Those are really critical. That's a critical time. And you sitting out for years at a time. Just sitting out. Not knowing what's coming. This is why I think a lot of these younger fighters today, the Xanders, Ryazes, and all them, and this is why I think they be signing with Top Rank, man. Bob be getting all the fucking young talent, man. The amateur Olympian type dudes. Shit, he be getting them now. They're not signing with PBC like that, man. Maybe because it's not no real schedule. They don't know when they go fight. You know. You say you think pay-per-view is dying because of free streaming? Yeah, of course. But see now, to in order for them to be able to counter that, people just you gotta find a way to get the fans to care about these fighters. You got to put up the big fights. And realistically, let's be honest, pay-per-view is dead. That shit's over with. And even for the UFC, I mean, UFC does pretty good, but the big fights should be on pay-per-view, man. The Spence Crawfords, the Wilder Furies, the Wilder Joshuas, the Fury Joshuas, the big fights, man. Shakur Stevenson Valdez, if that was a PBC fight, it'll probably be on pay-per-view. It'll probably be on pay-per-view. But we getting that for free. ESPN Plus, but we getting that shit for free. Spence Ugas, man, they don't even know what they want to do with that yet. They don't even know what they want to do with that yet. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know what they want to do. No word yet as to is that fight even gonna happen for real? No word. Well, Crawford and Spence, if anything, that fight might happen at 154. If it's the, I don't see it happening, dude. Yeah, Bud is a high risk, low reward to them, man. He's a high risk, low reward, man. But see, boxers don't really, not all boxers. I don't want to put all boxers in this category because there's real warriors out there in boxing, man. But they don't get the love like the diva boxers do. The diva boxers get the love. The warriors don't necessarily get the love. The boogeymen don't get the love. But the divas, oh man, they love the divas. You know, boxing needs a big reset, man. It's unfortunate, man. It's gonna be like this for a while. I don't think nothing's gonna change. Only way I see boxing really changing if everybody gets under one umbrella. Everybody gets under one umbrella. Top Rank go under the zone platform or something. Everybody gets under one umbrella. That's the only way I can see boxing being great as it could be. But I don't think that's never gonna happen. He knew how to sell a fight. He could sell water to a well. Say what you want about Don King, man. Mike Tyson blew a lot of that money himself. Let's call a spade, dude. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, he may have been pitching, but dude, you have $500 million, bro. And if you hear some of the shit that Mike Tyson was doing, a young mother should never had that kind of money, been in control of that kind of money, man. Let's be real. 20-something-year-old dude with almost $500 million, $250 million and shit. Buying Ferraris and just leaving the keys in them and not even, you know what I'm saying, just stopping and run out of gas and leave the keys in them and they just going buying Tigers and shit. He was doing a lot of stupid, ignorant ass shit. You shouldn't squander $250 million. I don't give up. I don't care. Don King put up some of the best fights in boxing. Thriller, Manila, all types of shit. These names, these catchy phrases. But they got gangsters like him out of boxing. Guys like him and shit. Gangsters, man. They got him up out of there. Got on to Mike. I listened to Don King's side of the story. I listened to it. And it's easy not to believe it coming from a guy like Don King, right? It's easy to believe that he was a liar and a scumbag. It's easy to believe that, but what if he's really telling the truth? That these guys got a hold of Mike and turned Mike kind of against Don. Don King got this dude millions of fucking dollars, bro. What promoters getting any fighter that kind of money today? Nobody. How old was Mike Tyson when he had those millions? He was young, bro. Canelo Alvarez and all these guys, they playing catch up. Well, Canelo Alvarez go eventually hit that shit. He's getting big money. Canelo getting big money. But Mike Tyson, shit. Back then, Don King was a good promoter. Dirtbag and shit, but he was a good promoter. He what promoter do anybody like? Y'all don't like nobody. Y'all don't like Eddie Hearn, y'all don't like Bob, y'all don't like Al, y'all don't like nobody. So it really don't matter. But whether you Dana White, y'all don't like nobody. But I'll say they some of these guys are really good at what they do. I think Don King was really good at what he did. He was a guy that put a stacked ass fucking whole stacked card full of champion fights and shit, heavyweight stack card. Just great shit. And he worked with guys like Bob to make bigger fights happen. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it was different. Boxing was different back then. It was different, man. It was just different. These guys didn't like each other, but guess what? They put their personal shit aside to do business. And they'll put their best guy against their best guy. But today, that shit really don't happen. They want to do in-house and shit. Man, nobody care about everything that's in your house, bro. We want to see how they fight when they step outside their house. You know what I'm saying?